Welcome to Revolutionary Ideas. I'm Jim Kunkel, host of the Digital Revolution podcast, and I would like to share breaking news as reported by FinancialTimes.com titled EU Agrees Landmark Rules on Artificial Intelligence. Let's get into the news from the European Union. EU lawmakers have agreed to the terms for landmark legislation to regulate artificial intelligence, pushing ahead with enacting the world's most restrictive regime on the development of technology. The EU becomes the very first continent to set clear rules for the use of AI. The AI Act is much more than a rule book. It's a launch pad for EU startups and researchers to lead the global AI race. The deal follows years of discussions among member states and members of the European Parliament on the ways that AI should be curbed to have humanity's interests at the heart of the legislation. It came after a marathon discussion that started on Wednesday of this past week. Details on the deal were still emerging after the announcement. Legislators agreed to a two-tier approach with transparency requirements for all general-purpose AI models, such as ChatGPT, as well as stronger requirements for powerful models with systematic impacts across the EU. The rules would be implemented as safeguards for the use of AI technology, while at the same time avoiding an excessive burden for companies. Among the new rules, legislators agreed to strict restrictions on the use of facial recognition technology, except for narrowly defined law enforcement exceptions. The legislation also includes bans on the use of AI for social scoring, and it's using metrics to establish how upstanding someone is, and AI systems that manipulate human behavior to circumvent their free will. The use of AI to exploit these vulnerable because of their age, disability, or economic situation is also banned. Companies that fail to comply with the rules face fines, and some tech groups are not pleased. As it was reported, quote, by Digital Europe, "We have a deal, but at what cost? We fully support a risk-based approach based on the users of AI, not the technology itself, but the last-minute attempt to regulate foundation models has turned on its head. The new requirements on top of other sweeping new laws like the Data Act will take a lot of resources for companies to comply with, resources that will be spent on lawyers instead of hiring AI engineers." Ministry representatives had spent years arguing over their position before negotiations began with member states and the European Commission, the executive body of the EU. All three national ministries, parliamentarians, and the Commission agreed to a final text on Friday night, allowing the legislation to become law. European companies have expressed their concern that overly restrictive rules on the technology, which is rapidly evolving and gained traction after the popularization of OpenAI's ChatGPT, will hamper innovation. This past June, dozens of the same largest European companies such as France Airbus and Germany's Siemens said the rules are constituted that were very tough to nurture innovation and to help local industries. So let me provide my perspective as why it's important to have regulations on artificial intelligence. We must all understand that artificial intelligence is a powerful technology that can have many benefits for society, such as improving healthcare, education, transportation, and entertainment. However, AI also poses some challenges and risks, such as ethical dilemmas, privacy violations, biases and discrimination, security threats, and societal impacts. So it's important for AI to have regulations that can ensure its safe, secure, and trustworthy development and use. Regulations of AI can help to achieve some of the following goals: promote the public interest and protect human rights, foster innovation and competitiveness, enhance accountability and transparency, prevent harm and abuse, ensure compliance with international standards. Different countries have different approaches to regulating AI, depending on their legal systems, cultures, and traditions. As I just covered earlier on this video, the European Union has recently adopted the Artificial Intelligence Act, which bans or limits specific high-risk applications of AI. The current U.S. President has issued an executive order called Safe, Secure, and Trustworthy Artificial Intelligence, which establishes new standards for AI safety and security. These are some examples of how governments are trying to balance the opportunities and the challenges of AI. Regulations of AI are not only a matter of law or policy, they also require collaboration among various stakeholders such as researchers, developers, users, civil society organizations, industry associations, and international organizations. By working together to create a common framework for responsible innovation in AI, we can ensure that this technology serves humanity's best interest. Please give this video a like if you found value on this topic, and also consider subscribing to the Digital Revolution channel. If you are a subscriber, I greatly appreciate your support of the channel content.